I want to begin my story today on what drew me to ayahuasca, this beautiful plant. I remember hearing it for the first time on a podcast. I just sort of like heard the name and I sort of knew that that was for me. And subsequently, I went through a divorce and a really sort of dark night of the soul, very trying time in my life where it felt like everything was shifting. And I thought about doing it again. A friend of mine called and said, Emily, I have an extra space in my cabin to do an ayahuasca journey. And I said, if I can get a flight, I'm going to go. And I remember flying from Washington, D.C. So that was my journey to ayahuasca and subsequently Florida. And I felt like there was a hurricane on top of this tent that we were in. And it was quite an intense experience, not only what I was going through physically, but also the environment that I was doing it in was really intense. And I had just showed up with a beautiful vision of what felt like Earth. It was a rebirth of Earth. And it was this vision of how life could be. And it was just a feeling that I had. And the best way to describe this feeling was the most beautiful love for everything, and like a sense of everything is just perfect the way it is. It's a sense of a leveling up in consciousness. And I was able to experience that on my very first meeting with Aya. I just got to feel it and understand it for the first time. And I really saw it as a birth process. And I felt that it was it was like a warm welcome home and a feeling that I was okay with this plant and she was here to guide me through something.